Welcome back to Tigerchicksresinjungle. Okay, today I decided I'm going to attempt the cloud effect again. The last time I did it, it was quite successful. This time I'm going to do it, and I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but we're going to find out, because two things. One, it's like really cold here today in my state. We're about to have a snowstorm tomorrow. We're getting like a foot and a half of snow. So my house is extremely cold. So I have to heat up my resin, which I am using the Let's Resin Daniel Cooper resin for doing the Petri effect or the cloud effect. So this is the Daniel Cooper epoxy resin. It's their original formula. It's made for the Petri effect, works for the cloud effect, and that's what I'm going to try today. Now, the second thing, besides being super cold and having to heat up my resin, I want to try adding a little bit of glitter into the clear before I start dropping my inks. And I'm going to use my mica powder diamond. So it's very fine, shouldn't sink, and I figure it'll just give it a little bit of sparkle. The other thing I want to try is I want to see if I can get a cloud effect in a pyramid. And I'm not sure if that's going to work either, but figure, give it a try, see how it works. So I have to pick up my colors, which I'm thinking I want some nice reds and blues, maybe pinks, something kind of Valentine-ish. So let's see, I've got a dark magenta from Let's Resin that I can use. I've got a peach red that I can use. I'm going to go with reds type colors, reds and purples. I've got a regular magenta. I've got a, let's see, what else do I've got? I've got a purplish red. So they're all kind of reds. Let's see, what else? Maybe we'll do a couple of purples. Let's do a regular purple. And to give it some separate color, let's give it a, maybe a yellow. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I'll debate. And then I'm going to use, let's see, we don't want to use a sinker white because we're doing the cloud effect. So I'm just going to use a regular white. Oh, I've got my ocean white, which I haven't even opened yet from Let's Resin. So I've got this ocean white that is brand new, unopened, in the box, that I will use for my white to go on top of my colors before I swirl them. So right now I am waiting for my resin to heat up. It's going to take 10 minutes. Then I'm going to mix it. Then I'm going to degas it. Then we're going to pour it. And we'll start dropping inks. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back. My resin is heated up. I am mixing it up. I had to pour it into another cup so I could stir it and mix it. And then I'm going to run it through the debubbler. Then we're going to pour it and see what happens from there. There we go. Went from being a little cloudy to clear, which to me means it's mixed. Plus I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit of mica powder to it. Just a smidge. There we go. We wanted just the tiniest a bit. I'll mix this in. So I want to see. Oh, it's perfect. Just what I wanted. Get it mixed in. There we go. Get my stick cleaned off here. And into the debubbler we go. I'll be back. Okay, we're all degassed. We've got no bubbles. We're crystal clear. So I'm going to pour a little bit into this cup. I'm going to fill it up almost. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to mix some white into it. And I'm using the Let's Resin Ocean White pigment. This is brand new, so I've never used it. There we go. Try that. See if I need more in a minute. Sinks really well though. Okay. Make sure we get it all mixed up here. There we go. Making up nicely here. So make sure I get that all mixed in. I did say it was a pigment. Right. Not that you can see the glitter in it anymore, but that's okay. I don't need it. Alright, I'll let that sit there while I'm mixing up while I'm pouring the rest of this. I'm going to spritz the bottom of this. Spritz these guys. Here we go. Now I'm going to pour this into here first. And I'm going to bring it almost to the top. There we go. That's perfect. And what is in my mouth? There we go. Now we're going to pour a bunch of these. And we don't want them completely full. So we need room to put our alcohol and our white sink and our white in. And I'll pour this one down here. Pouring these and making them not come to the top is quite difficult because this pours rather quickly now that it's super warm. Okay, so while we're doing this, I would like to say thank you to my subscribers and welcome to any new ones. And if you're new and you haven't clicked subscribe, please do so. It's free, helps my channel. Gets my videos out there for more people to see. Alright, we're almost full here. Ooh, some of these are a little too full. I'm going to take some out because I won't have any room for the white. Alright, and I'm going to fill up these square ones. Ooh, that was a little full. You know, filling these things, not filling them is difficult. Like I said, this stuff pours rather quickly. Alright, now let me get some out of here because these are a little too full. There won't be any room for anything else. This one's a little full too. There we go. Alright, those I think look good now. Maybe we'll add a little bit more to this. It's just a little higher. Alright. Takes care of that. Let's wipe these off. Alright. Now, I am probably going to need more molds. So let's grab the other set of Cabochon molds. These are also, this mold is from Let's Resin's Cabochon molds. This one is not. So I'm going to spritz a couple of hearts and throw the rest into here. A couple of bigger hearts. There's that one. And I think I can get some, I think I can get enough out of here to finish this one off. There we go. Okay. Let's see, got a little extra. Now this is getting thick already because I had to warm it up. So it's already on its thickening stage. Just gonna make a cute little paw here and call it done. Alright, I didn't even spritz that one, but it's okay. Spritz this and clean up my thing here. Alright, clean it up better in a minute. Move this out of my way. And let's add some inks to everything. Oops. Alright, there's one. And trying not to dip my sleeves, so let's get those out of the way. Oops. Ooh. Oh, you know, meant to put a couple in here. Let's do the yellow in here. I'm going to do the yellow over here. Let me move this out of the way. That out of the way. Move this up here. Throw this in a couple. Okay. These are not spreading over here at all. I don't know what color this is. There we go. All right. A couple more colors. Need to get some more in there. All right. And we're going to do this one. Oops. All right. Well, let's see. Let's add a little bit more purple here. There we go. And Let's see what color do we have here. Let's go with the, you know what, gonna grab actual red. I'm not gonna add anything to these guys. Just want to add a little bit more there. Okay, now, let's see, we're gonna drizzle this on here. Oh, good Lord. That's probably plenty. Wow. I'm making a mess all over my mold, but I don't care. See how this turns out. Okay, take care of that. Now, dotting tool. Let's try swirling these. Because it's already getting thick. I don't think I need to wait any time to swirl. And we'll see how these turn out. I don't know that it'll work because it's winter and this is cold, but I figured let's give it a shot. These are super gloopy. Because they're heating up already. So we'll find out how these turn out on demold. I'm hoping they turn out nice. But if they don't, then we learned that you need to wait until spring to do the cloud effect. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to let that one do what it's going to do. And this, the pyramid, this one I'm going to use a different stirrer for. And I'm doing the edges. And we'll see how this turns out. All right. Everybody's stirred. I'm not going to do a second stirring because they're already heating up due to the fact that I had to warm my resin ahead of time. My gloves are this color. Now I'm going to try and marble this. Do a couple of colors. We'll do a purple and a, let's do a turquoise. Okay, and we're going to pour them into here because this is oozing up too. All right, and I might maybe have enough to do a little teeny tiny one over here. And again, it's getting super goopy. Let's see what we can get out of this. It's definitely thickening up. I mean, look at that. It's almost solid already. All right, let's see. Give this a little spritz. Sorry about that. We can't get that in there. All right. Well, this is all done. Solid as it's going to be. I'm going to clean up, and I'll see you on demold. Bye. Hi, welcome back to Tigerchicksresinjungle. Okay, so it's demolding day. Let's see what we got and see if it worked. All right, this was just a little extra. Made this cute little clear, glittery paw print. How cute. And throw him in a pile. Here we go. All right, let's see. Let's start with these guys because there's only a few. All right, these were marbled, and these were dripped but didn't do anything to. So let's start with the marblings. Oh, look at that. Wow, is that pretty. A little trimming to do on it, but it's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. All right, let's see how this one looks. Ooh, that's pretty too. Kind of looks like an eye. Neat. All right, let's see how these two came out. Let's see. I don't expect these guys to have... Yeah, I kind of figured they'd do that. But it's still kind of cool. It did just kind of blob because I didn't stir it. So that gives me hope on the other ones. And this one did the same thing. But I like the glitter in it. All right. Now, let's try these guys and see how they turned out. Start with this one. Oh, a blob. That was not so good. All right. And more blobs. I do like the glitter in it, though. I'm glad that worked. Not so glad about the rest of it, though. Hopefully some of these worked. Ooh. This one worked. Didn't really come out as a Petri effect, as a cloud effect, but it looks kind of like a Petri effect. And it's got some sparkle. I'd say that one's a win. These two. Actually, these four, not so much. This one's good, though. I like that one. Hopefully some more of these came out pretty good. Ooh. Still didn't get the cloud effect I was going for. But it does look pretty. Alright, here we go. Let's try some more. A little blob. Set that one in that pile. Oh, another blob. That's kind of cool. Stick him over there. So far, I like these two. Definitely these two. So let's see what we got. Alright, here's hoping something worked. Ooh, more blobs. Blobby, blobby, blobby. Ooh, this one didn't blob though. And this one looks pretty cool. I like it. You can see the glitter and everything. Alright, we'll stick him in the like pile. Alright, let's try these circles. Ooh, okay, this one came out pretty good. I like it. It's pretty. Okay, it goes in a good pile. Let's see. Garbage. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, there's a little blob here, but other than that, he looks pretty cool. I like it. Alright. Look at the mess I made on my mold. I gotta clean this up a little bit. Get some of this off. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, pretty. I like this one. This one came out nice. I'm hoping that my pyramid came out really good. Alright, let's try this one. Ooh, more pretty. I do like the sparkles in it. Gives it an extra dimension. I haven't seen anybody try and put sparkles into their Petries or their clouds. So I think this came out good. Alright, we're getting up to the ones that I really hope are looking good. I really hope the hearts came out well. Let's start with the squares. Ooh, blobby. Still looks kind of cool, but definitely not what I was going for. Let's try this one. This one's blobby, but different blobby. Still looks kind of cool. So I'll stick it there. It goes in the cool pile. Definitely need to clean my mold after this. This one would have looked cool, except for that big blob right in the middle. Let's stick him over there. These ones are kind of cool. They got little blobbies, but not bad. Keep that in the okay pile. Alright. Up to the hearts. Hope some of the hearts came out. I really do. I really like the heart ones. Get these cleaned off. I've got static. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Oh, now that one turned out nice. I like that one. That one's really pretty. Might be my favorite so far. Let's try this one. Aw. It would have been pretty if it didn't have those blobs. Blobbies. Two more. Let's see. This one's kind of cool. I do like it. Does have a blobby right there, but you know what? It still looks kind of cool. We're going down in this pile. So this pile here is my I like it pile. This pile is my not so like it pile. Alright, last one of this mold. Ooh, big blobbies. Big blobbies. Goes in that pile. Okay, I'll have to clean that mold. Alright, next. This is going to be the fun one. Now, I can't tell what it looks like inside, but I'm hoping that I got a very deep cloud effect. Or a Petri effect, something. What I'm hoping is I didn't get a giant blob. So, let's hope. Of course, getting these out of here is a bit fun. You'd think they'd be easier. Alright. Okay. Oh, it's coming. Alright, I got it. Alright. Let's keep you upside down. Mold came out pretty good. Hope there's no bubbles. Definitely going to have to trim this edge. Bottom looks kind of cool. Alright, now for the piece de resistance. Oh! Wow! Look at that! That's awesome! Oh my god! And it's still got the glitter in it. Look at that! It's so cool! I count this as a success. I'd have to trim up the edges, but it's definitely awesome looking. Out of all of them, this is definitely my favorite. I'll get you guys some really good pictures. And until next week, well, actually, I will get you some really good pictures, but look at this. Just look at it. It's gorgeous. It's so three-dimensional. Look at it. Oh my god. I didn't expect that. I so didn't expect that. I love the way it looks, though. I'm so excited. This made my whole day. Alright. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll get you some good pictures of at least these ones that I liked. These blobby ones, we're not going to really care about. But until next week,